Start broadcast. Two select. Broadcast selected. Madden NFL 24. New notification. Now broadcasting.
I done peeped at all the these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I say G with it. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Fields going to keep it once more. Avoids him at the 40. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but not before it is inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 as they got it to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, Fields' throw finds its target, Dobbs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Fields now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The drive will start with an option going left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Carson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 3rd down, Carson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. 2nd down and 8. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over. Here we go. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. He's on his way. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Booker coughs it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready, set.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Another run for Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Carson. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there to launch a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pulled in at the 24. Shrugs him off. 12 yards on the return that time. And they will take over first and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Here's Booker on the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st down, Carson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point safely through. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10, Fields again. He's going to let it go again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
11.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Easy. Right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. We haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And there he goes, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
On the race. And the Lions first down.
Open man right side is St. Brown. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 9. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warriors 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Carson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Carson. That's to the tight end, Mallory. They do get 18, but even that will be quite enough. It's 4th down. In motion comes the tight end left.
Panther 11, Panther 11, left wing 19. Ready.
On 4th down, Carson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to throw, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
46-yard line.
Angel. Hey, Ken.
From the gun, here's Fields. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore with career touchdown number 75. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing on 1st down. Carson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? Front row 18. 7 Pirates. Trap 50. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coach He just tells, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, here's Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a strike opportunity last time when they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to put the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given them that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Shifts by at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Here's Fields. Rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to take it to 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Street. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Carson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Panther 60. Ready.
Off the play fake. Carson. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
Off play action. Carson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Milton Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
60 Vikings. Come 19. Come. Hurry. Go.
Back to throw. Carson. His throw incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try to pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively.
It's just because we're better than you. That's here. You know what's coming. You know what's coming, and you still can't stop it. You know what's coming and still can't stop it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
You worried about Claypool over there? Don't worry about Claypool over there.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across for the late touchdown.
For the 200. Give me those 200.
Just about put a camera on this game.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This has been an expose on unfounded shit talk.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Drop 60! Drop 60! Ready?
On 1st and 10, Carson. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Oh, wait, hold everything, and timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
60 Bobcat! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Chicago, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gautin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Broadcast. Twist,